The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everybody, welcome to the weekly Noyantis Usergroup meeting. Sorry for the late start. Couple of technical issues, but we're there now. Okay. Today is the 8th of July 2019. As always, if you've got any queries or questions or ideas or suggestions, then feel free to raise your hand. We'll get the microphones opened and we'll discuss accordingly. Let's just have a quick look. Got a question. I think we've got a question already. We have off Steve. So there's no updates to discuss. I know Bill. We'll come to actually before we go to Steve's question. Bill, I don't know if you're around. Just let me open Bill's microphone. Bill, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Bill. Yes, sorry, I did get your email requesting the beta of the report control. Yep, no problem. What I'll do is I'll put you. I won't build the installer. Be sufficient for me to just build a zip file and send it across to you via Skype.
That'd be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
In the usual accessory structure. So accessory libsource win and accessory template win. So all you really have to do is just copy over the top, and it'll have the report control plus the common class and the equates and so on. The usual core value files you would need.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. So straight after the webinar, I'll get them across to you. Okie dokie.
Okay, thank you.
So Steve, let's go on. So Steve, are you there? You got a microphone?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. So you getting Chilcat connection issues, and I take it this is from last week.
Yeah, I don't expect you to do anything now, but it would be good if I could just send you the keys that I'm using and see if you can connect, because there's definitely something wrong. It just keeps coming up with can't connect, and yet it was connecting before.
Right. Is it worth it? Well, obviously we covered last week what the basics that you use and so on and so forth, and you've got all those in place.
Yeah, I did send an email saying whether I could get a look at what you've got written down, not obviously, but in the places that you've got things typed in there, just to make sure that I've got the same kind of stuff.
Is this your app, or are you trying the demo app? I can't remember, to be honest.
This is the demo app I'm trying, and it's my developer keys, but it just won't connect. And I've tried on 2 different PCs now.
Okay. What about any of the other examples in the demo app? It's not something like the controllers licensing. You're in a demo and it's expired.
No, I put my license key in and everything, and it seemed to be okay. What I'll do, I don't want to obviously take up time now, but if you don't mind, I'll zip up and send you the app I've got.
You can do it, although you still got. I'm going to need your login because with QuickBooks.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. It's only a development environment.
It's be a test app. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, by all means. I mean, we haven't got another question posing at the moment, so we can take a quick look if you like. It's really up to yourself.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, what you put it onto my screen, do you?
I can make you presenter, and then we can take a quick look and just say what. Just check this.
Right, let me just see if I can bring it up. I'll just see what I've got. So I'm sitting on my little laptop at the moment. Let's just make sure it's here.
We're picking up a bit of background noise. I don't know if you're watching the cricket.
Yeah, tennis, isn't it? Let me just turn that down.
It was just a situation all the way around.
Okay, so it's muted now. Is it gone now?
It has, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, good. Okay. So,
I mean, people might have wanted to listen to Wimbledon, but.
Yeah, I'm just going to see that it runs, and then rather than waste your time.
So for those who just how to fire up out the normal example application, I'll just bring this into place.
Okay, so I've got it up now. So.
Oh, right, okay. Let's bring you, make you presenter then. So let's share your screen. Okay, so you should get a prompt.
Share my screen. Okay, so can you see that?
Just 1 second. Oh, yep, that's your screen. I was just opening something similar on mine. So, yep.
Yeah, do you remember this button down the bottom where we were testing the inputting of invoices?
Yep.
All that was working fine. That was all working. But now when I try to connect, what happened there? That wasn't happening before. That wasn't happening before. It was just straight away going, can't connect. So forget it, Andy, because it looks like it's working now.
Well, let's just follow it through. I'd say we've got no other questions posed at the moment, so just let's follow it through.
Okay. I've got to try and remember what I was using. As long as I can remember the password. Because I haven't used it for a while. No. I can't remember what the password is. I'll have to look all that up. So.
Okay.
But I haven't got beyond here, Andy. It just come up with a message window saying cannot connect. So
right.
I don't know why all of a sudden it's working. But.
Well, okay. What I would have suggested, if you go back to the application, the demo app, and this is for everybody else who might be watching, it's just the app who's running.
Yeah, look, that's come up now. That comes up because of the timeout, yeah?
That's correct, yep.
That's what I was getting. That exact window is what I was getting.
Right. Well, one of the things, obviously, I would have suggested, make sure your client ID, your client secret are correct, of course, for the developer key.
Yeah.
If you're using the developer key. If you are using developer key, make sure your sandbox is ticked.
Ticked, yeah.
The redirect URL, make sure it's pointing to either bouncing off our server, and if you're using that server, use 3017 as a port number.
Yeah.
So as long as you've got all those, yes, you should technically get your connection. I do need to parameterize the 30 seconds because it is a bit keen, to be fair. But yes, basically, you should upon pressing connect, the minimum you should get is basically a browser window initiating the OAuth 2 process.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm pleased that that's come up now because that means that now I am connecting. Before I was just getting that connection window you just saw. Yeah. No, well, this is how it used to work before, so it should connect.
Okay. Well, we're on for a little while longer, so
I'll see if I can find. If you've got questions. Take me off of.
Yeah, I'll come back to me. See if you can find your details and try it while you've got us here.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. Make presenter. So let's bring me back in. So the other thing I was going to mention then is, sorry about that, someone just passed me a drink. Actually, there was some nice news for everybody. Everyone's paying attention. What you will have, we've hired a new developer, apprentice developer. They start next week. So I'll be introducing them to the world of Clarion and other tools as well. So in future webinars, you'll start seeing a young lady called Wengel. She'll be joining us. So hopefully another set of hands to help push the products on and support as well. So that should be good for everybody involved. So. What I was going to suggest is just make sure that the actual the control was registered, or unless you use the reg3com and so on. And what you could do for that, obviously, we was focusing on this particular example, but this is a task class which utilizes quite a few of the base classes. So what you could have done is just check some of the base classes to make sure that the control's there and working. So let's say hypothetically the JSON class, if we loaded some demo data into it and we did a get along the lines of account dot name, and we can see Banana Republic, which of course it is, so that tells us that the base class is working, and we'd want to know that the controls registered, and you could use those base classes. Okay. Steve, I'm just gonna mute you a second because we're getting a lot of clicks off you.
Okay.
So, but just raise a hand and then we'll switch back should we need. Okay, have we got any other questions? Pete, Doc Payne question, yep, okay. Do you have a microphone? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hi, Pete.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Yes, fine, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Good, good.
I have a docking window with one docking pane and 4 browsers. The
Okay.
problem I have is how do I tell when I click on browse 1, I want to see a company, maybe show my screen. That's
Yeah,
maybe,
of course. Yeah. Bring your main presenter, so you should get a prompt any second.
You see my screen?
Just waiting for it now.
Do I have to
Yep.
say yes
Yes, we've
somewhere?
yeah, no, we've got that. You in Clarion?
Yep. You don't see my screen now.
We do now, yes. When you're at
Okay.
a login screen.
Well, this application is about lawyers. So here I have in Dutch that's relaties, that are customers,
Okay.
and customers can have a dossier like this.
Okay, yeah.
So I made a window with this. So the left part, so this part are customers. And when I click on, let's say, my own name, so when I click on this, I see the dossier in the middle. And what I want now, so, is when I click on a dossier, I need the transactions on the bottom browse. Well, I make myself a bit difficult by clicking here. I generate a notify code for this one, and for the activities, that's the most right one. But what I can do is click here and show the transaction records. So the question is, how do I do that the right way? To click here, to see there, and then see the bottom one.
Okay.
Notify is a bit tricky for me because it's quite difficult.
Okay. So let's just make sure we've got an understanding of what you're trying to achieve. On the left, you've got the dossiers. On the left, you've got
on the most left is the customers.
The customers, and they are the parent record, correct?
Yep.
So when you click on a customer, so if you click on yourself, yep, you want the dossiers just for that one client, that customer.
Yeah.
You want the activity just for that one client.
Yeah.
And you want the transactions, correct?
Yeah, but not from the customer, but from the dossier.
Right.
Because
okay.
a customer can have more than one dossier.
Yep, no problem. So now, what do you have in place at the moment? You click. From a design point of view,
yeah.
Is this one window for browsers? Are they separate? Are they separate browser windows?
This is that window. So, and this is the docking pane. And in the docking pane, yeah, I have 4 panes. So the top one is customers, dossiers, transactions, activities.
Okay. And if you just go into any of those, let's go on to customers first.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to refresh here. I've got a slow connection.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And if we go to content.
Content, yes. Yeah, I call the browsers DP because then it's clear what I.
Okay, yeah, so I've got that.
Yeah.
Yep, brilliant. Okay, so when you just go back to that running, so you're running the application.
Here you mean?
No, where you actually run the application so we can see it working.
I don't know which way to go. Like,
yeah,
like here?
No, sorry, the application, when you are running the application. Yes, here.
Yeah.
Yep, so if you can bring up that window, please.
The docking pane window?
The docking pane window.
Yeah. Panes,
Oh, no, just when it was running. Go back to the application, just open the window.
No, I don't know what you want.
Okay, you was running the actual application, run your program?
Here.
No. Go to where we can see the actual records. Yes.
These are those browsers.
Right, can you go into the window so we can see it working? No, in the running window.
This.
You go to your program.
No.
No, sorry, Pete.
Yeah, I understand. It's a bit difficult.
Okay, no, we're doing good. We're doing fine. So where the program is running and you was demonstrating the program, go back to that.
You don't mean this?
No, we don't want that.
No.
No. Down at the bottom, you've got Skype, Clarion, GoToMeeting, and then you've got your program. Go to your program.
Yeah, that's this.
Yes, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, select the dossiers.
This one. But that's another browse.
Where's the docking pane window in here?
This one.
Yes. And then go into where the docking pane is.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, this window. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. So, do you have code in there? If you clicked if you clicked, no, stay where you are, stay on that.
Yeah.
If you click your record, PGM.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to see that code?
No. So you've clicked that. At the moment, does the dossier list refresh?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Okay. Yes, that works. And maybe show you where I do that. That's here. Oh, this is typically Clarion 11. No embeds. It looks like it's not filled, but no, that's not what I want. No. Oh, this is a bug in C11. yeah, this is what I do when I click on a record. So I put the customer ID, that's this one. I put it for now in a global variable. And then I say log notify code is ID change.
Okay.
And that one is picked up at the dossier, like here. Oh boy, this is terrible. How do I do that? Maybe just close and open it again. I've seen that. Okay, this is notify. So, well, you understand that better than I do. So, ID change, and then I have here the dossier, and the range limit on that dossier is that global variable, and I here do filled in that variable.
Okay, so you refresh on that.
Yeah, but if I do the same trick again, like new selection, so when I activate this, so I do the same as in customers, it goes into a kind of endless reset loop.
Okay, well you are correct. You could do notify. Just let me check on my class 1 second. Won't be 1 second.
Sure. And yeah, well, you can do this kind of trick. I mean, it's not a trick, but you can do that in a normal window without document panes, because you are in that window and you can use that window.
Well, but interesting. Why do you need those? I mean, you could use the notify. The notify is fine. For
yeah, well, if it can do it another way, I will be pleased, because that notify is nice, but for me it's on thin ice.
Right. Okay. 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 Go back to your running program, so we can see the screen.
This?
Not Clarion. No, the actual program, the running program. Yep. Okay. Oh, if we can just go back again, please.
Where do you want to go back?
To the program on the screen, so we can see the program running.
This?
Yes.
Yeah. So I click here. That's
just waiting for the screen.
Dossier number 11, and this one is case zaak is case 6.
Okay, so you're sending the notify. Okay, you're getting.
Yeah.
See, the notify is fine. You know, you can do that, and the class, the docking pane class, does have a helper in there called send notify to child window, where you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can basically call that method, give it a procedure name, the code, so the notify code, and a parameter should you want to send the parameter, and that will send the notify to a pane for you. just in the normal notify method, so you would receive it. But you've got that working. Just checking my code here now. Won't be a second.
You don't have to solve it now, but the only thing is I want to know which way to walk here.
Okay. Well, you've got. I'll just bring my screen back. Okay. And when I describe things, we're going to call. You've got your browse. You've got dossier. You've got customers dossier.
And the dossier has transactions.
Transactions. That's what we're after. Okay. So
the lawyer does some time and he does some calculation and all kind of things, and that are hours, and those hours must be in an invoice.
yes,
But that's for later.
Charged for. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay. So let me just bring that back. So what you do have, not the take notify, but that will come in handy. There. So you've got that method. So on your docking pane, actually that's a docking pane class. No, that's not going to help you thinking about it. Oh, yes it could. This is going to be a bit complicated. Let me just run the example. This window, the outer window here, docking pane.
I see my own window.
Just let me put audience view on. You should really be seeing my window. Just 1 second. Yeah, you should be seeing my window. Do you want to go back to the GoToWebinar software?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So the outer window, not the browse. Let's take that pane, put that there, and put that window over there. So this window here contains the docking pane. Correct? So on yours you have a docking pane.
Yeah.
And then you have 4 panes.
Yeah.
So when you select a record in the first pane, you can send a notify, which you are doing. You've got notify. You can send a notify to a procedure running on another pane, like this one. So that's procedure browse. That's procedure image, and you could send notifications across to it if you like. I tell you what we'll do. We'll do something like that here. Let's put that back, and we'll just put a little message in here to say when it's receiving notifies from there, and then you could copy it for yours. Is that okay? No, not that one. Just come out of oh. Right. She seems to have gone on a go slow.
Yeah, and it could be that John's ultimate notify could do that, but that makes it more difficult for me. So I just tried the Clarion's notify for now.
Well, you see that is fine. The Clarion Notify, you can do it with that. Yep, the ultimate Notify is obviously a popular option as well. Just to help you, if we're going to stick with just the docking pane, so we've got the docking pane there, and you've got your class. We go across. It's called docking pane. And we have a couple of panes. We've got our browse pane, and we've got pane image. So when we do when we click a record on that on the pane browse, we want to send a notify to pane image. Okay, and we're going to do it via the class. Now the class is here.
Yeah.
But we're going to put our code in. Just waiting for it.
And I watched the webinar from John with the pane ID, but that was not my solution.
Okay. Well, we're gonna put our code on here. Now this has a content management class.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our class. And that is local to this procedure, but it does have access to the parent class, which is the class of our docking pane. So it knows that it is a child. Okay. So what I'm going to do is in our browse, so on here, nope. One of our browse take new selection is okay, that's good. So in the take new selection, we're going to send something across. So we want our class. I'm just going to get some information off the other screen. Won't be a second. Oh, off here. Following on from a minute ago, we've got our main docking pane class. We need that. But at the child level, we are at this level here. So we know that's what we're after, the docking pane container. That is the parent class. So it's going to get a bit messy here. So what we're going to do is that dot the parent class dot, and then we're going to do send notify to child window. And you can send an event too, so I could just pass an event if you wanted to use your global. Okay, but we're just going to do send notify. Yeah. So we're going to say, okay, we want to send to which procedure, and we know it was pane image. We want to send it a code. So I think I have some notify codes, but I'm just going to have a look at what we've got. I'm going to choose 50,000, totally random number. So it's that, and we're going to use the customer code. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that. In this window, in the image,
has to receive that ID.
We want to receive it, yes. So we're going to do LV cus code. I'll put that on the screen. put it up at the top. Something like so. Okay. Now, if we look at our class, I don't know whether we've got to take, yeah, we have got take notify here. So we've got an embed point of take notify, which means it should receive, it'll know what's coming in, from which thread, in case you needed to know, and what parameter. So it's going to go, okay, notify code, and we said, I think it was 50,000, just a random number. If that were going to change LV cus code to the parameter. Let's just see that. Oh, DOS. Okay, let's take a quick look at that. So we haven't got a code. Let me just move that up there so we can see it a little better. Kind of hoping for that notify to go across. Make sure I've got the. Let me just make sure I've got the type them names correctly. Pane image. I'm sure it was, but
Yeah.
oh, was it that? Just 1 second.
Underscore. Yeah.
I just need to know what the parameters were. So let's go back to that one. Because if we couldn't find it, it wouldn't pass it on, obviously. So its extension, so send notify to, it's procedure name. I give it a, yeah, you want that?
Yep.
I'm going to put that over there so we can see that. There we go, 2, 1, 2.
Yo.
Okay, okay, now all that really does is replicate what you've got there now. But what I would do on yours is you've got your customers, and you want basically that code, what you've got there. So send the notify to your dossiers, but then on the take notify in the dossiers. So basically, when you're receiving it here, okay, you've got that. I will then have that doing the same again. So it's like a chain, if you will. So the customer is going to refresh the dossier using, and I can send you this example. So the customer will send the notify to the dossier. The dossier will reset itself, and in the take new selection of your list, that would then send the notify to your transaction procedure. So it's just a chain. Parent updates, notifies the child, and the child receives it, resets, and then notifies the grandchild. So the customer to the dossier to the transaction.
Great.
That's okay. I'll zip this up after straight after the webinar and send it to you.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. We've got any more questions? Just gonna mute that one. I see how Steve's doing. Put Steve on the spot, see if he's got his login details. Steve, did that work?
Yeah, I put another message in saying that I'm getting a different error now. It's if you can read that message, you'll see.
Oh,
it's actually Steve.
I've not seen that. The last one was Pete saying he's got a docking pane question.
I put the message in there. It's in there. Let me have a look. Just double check. Yeah, it's in there. Chat.
Oh, in the chat. Sorry, I've got the questions. Let me just open the chat.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, got you. Again, this error. Can we see your screen again?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, let's put you back to presenter.
Tab back to where I was. Yeah. Show my screen, and I can show you the. That's the screen there.
Just 1 second. I'm just trying to. Yep, got it. Okay, so you got some keys.
Yeah, no, I've brought up the snapshot of the screen, the QuickBooks screen. You seen that yet?
Yep, yeah. Client ID, client secret.
No. I got a snapshot of the screen of the error I was getting. You can't see that, no?
Your error parameter is invalid. Okay. Can we see your redirect URLs?
Yeah.
Oh, URI. Yeah, URI.
I've just copied what you gave me. I've just got that.
HTTPS. Wouldn't it be www.noyantis.com?
Is it? Oh, I thought it was. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And you do an update or a save. Should be a save somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah. Done a save, yeah. Okay, so let's see if I can connect now. That's better. Need one of those. Oh God, what's going on? So that's me connected now, isn't it?
Yeah. So you connected, go back to your application, you've got a green light, so you should be able to, run one of them, get some information back, or go to the others, and So it's
like it's working.
It's very finicky. That might be a UK term, but it's very particular. It wants everything, case sensitivity, the works. It wants it to be spot on.
Perfect. Okay. Now I can continue. Yay!
Wow, 2 out of 2. I think we should stop it there.
Well done.
So, any other questions? I mean, I'm going to try and wrap up a little early today, but that's not to say we're going to cut out on any questions. So, has anyone got any more questions to fill in the time before we do call it?
Andy, I'm back.
Oh, John. Hi, John. How you doing?
What did I miss?
What did you miss?
You don't have to tell me.
Oh.
I'll watch it.
Well, we did okay, actually. We used the docking panes notifying. I know you've got Ultimate Notify, but the question wasn't on Ultimate Notify. It probably would have helped. But it was, Pete had a scenario where we needed, basically, imagine a parent, a child, and a grandchild, a refresh, all in different panes, and we needed to do the notifying. So we used the docking panes notifying ability. Which I bet you didn't know what, didn't
notify ability?
Yes.
No, that sounds... okay, that's good.
So we utilised that. So there were a couple of methods, should you ever need it, we should have bookmarked. Send notify to child window.
I can't see your screen.
Sorry, yes, we was on with Steve. Let me bring me back.
I feel like someone who's coming to a movie like an hour and 45 minutes into it and said, "So what happened?"
Yeah, just before you're catching up on a series
just before you end.
in.
Exactly.
Yeah, we so to pass the notify.
Oh, that's nice.
And you have got the event as well. I think there should be a send event, is it? So you've got a send event and a send notify. So we use the send notify to child window. It uses a procedure name rather than just a pane, and you can, you obviously you give it a notify code and a parameter. And the flip of that would be, if I've got it bookmarked, the take notify, and it will take the notification and you just refresh accordingly. So in action, the code was very simple. We use this example here on the take new selection of a browse. The docking pane. Now here's the thing: the docking pane window itself with the class didn't have any browsers because they're all on child windows. So we've got our window manager class, and one of the properties it has is its container, which is the docking pane, the parent docking pane class. So we say the local class dot the parent class dot, and then we can send notify to child window. And we just basically passed to that procedure the customer code. And on the other window, in the take notify, we just intercepted whatever notify code it was, because of course we could have multiple going through, and we just changed it on the screen. So the end result was that over there. There you go. So as we're going up and down, the customer is changing accordingly. That's it.
That's it. That's awesome.
It's been in there from really early versions, but I weren't sure if people were using them, but Pete had a perfect example today. So,
no, that's good. That's good.
And then we just got...
we need to
yeah, go.
We need to kind of put in the ultimate notify features in there too, because then you can pass strings and all sorts of things, without...
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
fuss.
well... Yeah, I mean, what the I suppose the obvious thing there would be to, just as I had in the calling, I should say, not in the receiving. In the calling, it's using that. Well, let's just have it an option where it can be made aware of the ultimate notify class, and then we can utilize ultimate notify. I do like to keep them all self-contained, but there are extra, like the ultimate notify and the ultimate debug and so on, and we support the ultimate debug, so it could just be a tick box on the template to say, are you using ultimate notify, and then that would be made available to them, and just wrap it in a compilation pragma, something like that.
Okay, yeah, we can take a look at that. I did have one question really quick. I guess you got to go though, huh?
No, fire away.
Well, okay, so last week you gave me an update, and that did fix my problem with it not seeing events. If you remember, I was having trouble with expanding row.
Yeah, we just added a new
on the
method.
report control.
Yep.
Right. Yep. So that works, but I installed everything you gave me, and I recompiled, and I ran it, and it wouldn't load the docking panes. So I reverted the docking pane classes back.
The docking pane,
and now everything works.
The docking pane I did say was the beta.
Right.
I don't really want it going out.
Yeah. Exactly. So I just rolled it back just to let you know, and then everything is working the way I expect it to.
Right.
So I'll wait until you've got the docking panes, I guess, sorted out before I update that one. My other question, and maybe I'm just missing it, but the report control.
Mm-hmm.
The font that's in the report, the text that's in there, was there a template setting and I'm just not seeing it for that? And I was also interested in changing the height of the row, and I didn't know how to do that either.
Oh, no, okay, well, let's...
In the report control.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can, but to me it looks a little cramped, and I just wanted to open it up a little bit.
You could well struggle with. Let me have a look.
The height of the row.
Let me have a look if I've got an
font,
example.
I guess without using XAML, changing the font, I didn't know where that was.
Okay, so let's just take a quick look. Yeah, we're going to... we might struggle. Let's take one quick look, but we might struggle. on the report control, so let's just do, we'll use our simple. It's always nice and, there you go, report control simple. Row height, it really does take charge of it itself. Okay, so and it should auto-calculate it, and it will take fonts and word wrap, of course, because you might have word wrap in there and so on and so forth. It will take all those particular settings and the icon size into account, but you have to turn off the fixed row height. So there's options. Oh, crikey, is it rows? Is it under appearance? It might be under appearance. Tooltip, no. Green bar, headers and footers. You know, you add these things and you try and put them in what you think is obvious.
Like my own program that I wrote has so many options. I don't know where they are half the time.
Options, rows, and then the appearance of a row, and fixed height. So we can turn that off, and that would give you variable row height. So I think, I'm going to say, it gives you a tip there to say if you're using word wrap, you're going to have to turn that off, because otherwise it will force all of the rows to be the same height, and chances are you won't see your content of your word wrap because So that's first and foremost. That's simple. Now coming to the font. Okie dokie. Let me take one quick look on that. It's interesting you mentioned that because somebody else has asked for it in a particular application actually. So let's take one quick look. NYS report control. From memory, I don't think there's a blatant font. Set font attributes. Oh yeah, there is. We match the. Oh, that's if you're enhancing. But that's still good to know. Right. What you've also got, again, anybody else who's watching, I think you might find this interesting. It's getting a bit in depth, but if you go through the CodeJock help and you're thinking, I want to make use of this particular font setting and so on and so forth, chances are you're going to use this. So I'm going to go into the common class, which everything is built upon, of course, as we've discussed in the past. And in there, back to the report control, there's a set font attributes, or attributes. Quickly go into that in here. It's part of the common class, which means it's part of everything that you want to get to. Okay, so it takes a raw object, and we'll come to that in a second, and then it takes the other parameters. What font name, the size, bold, italic, so on and so forth. Is that okay with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
So it comes down to that first parameter. Now you can see in the report control there where it's doing some preparing itself to mimic a Clarion report control. Sorry, a Clarion browse. What it actually does is, in the first object it will get is it will get the caption font. Now I think that is for the headers, and then you've got text font, and that is for the data within the rows. So that's probably what you're after. Now let's just take a quick look. Is there any other use of fonts? Because it might be, it might be that we enhance the class here and now pass you another update. Let's just take one look. No. Oh, we have it for set column footer font, so we have a method for that. That's good to know. Looks like that has its own. Oh, it overrides a base class. Okay, so it's still the same attributes, set font attributes, but instead of from the common, it's overridden it with its own version, and that basically does its own repaint C, paint manager, and read roles, the control. That's the only difference between those two, as you can see. So let's just test that is the code that you're after, and if it is, maybe we add a new method or two just to help you out. How's that sound?
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
LV, we'll just have something like font name. C string 51 will be enough. The reason I mentioned to everyone then it might come in handy is that object. Now we're using the caption name and so on. That could be the calendar that you wanted to do it, and it's part of the left time bar, and you want to change just the font attribute of the hour marker, or maybe it's a property grid and you want to set the caption, the font of the caption area, and it all comes down to that raw object. That's why I mentioned it's pretty important. That set font attributes can work with any object that it's being passed in. Okie dokie. Right.
Oh, it says font size instead of font size on your description.
Oh, yep.
That matters.
No, it took away stuff, but still, let's just do that anyway. Okay, so there's a name, there's a size. There should be spins, there should be all sorts, but that'll do. And a couple of buttons. So the code, just so we can see what the difference is, one's caption, one's text. Oh, we can close that example off. Yeah. One's caption, one's text. As I say, I think one is the headings and one is the actual data, but just so we can know. So we'll call that one caption. And that one text. So I'll just actually copy those. So the font, and it'll be the okie dokie. That's one, and the text obviously is going to do the other, and then we'll see that in action. Make sure it's doing something.
By the way, Andy, I needed to get a GUID. It's not a GUID, it's a UUID, right? One of those really long 36-character strings. So I was like, I wonder if Chillcat has that. So I did a search, and they're like, oh, they do. It's in their crypto too. And I was like, I wonder if Andy's wrapped this yet, because I doubt it, because it seems like one that shouldn't have been wrapped yet. And you did. You had wrapped it, so I was able to use it like immediately. So that was really cool.
I did, but you know what we also have, which I keep saying we need to merge these into yours. But in the Noyantis Utilities class, you've already got it in there. Get GUID,
Was there one there?
and it will calculate it for you. Who does
That's a UUID?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's cool.
So, but yes, so you basically using some API calls to query Windows and get them. Okay, but yes, we have done the crypto. The last release of it, there was a load of new base classes done in the Chillcat because Wendy had done a load of work, but she'd left for the day when I did the build. So that night actually, I asked. I thought there would be more base classes because she put it on a piece of paper for me, and I'd missed. Please turn over PTO at the bottom because there was a load more done on the other page, and I'd missed them all out. So there's a whole host waiting extra ones to go on there as well. Okay, so now let's just try text only. So 21. Okay, that's your text.
Oh, look at that.
And that should be your, yep. Now remember we turned the auto off as well, which I would do that. And then if we turn, is it Times New Roman? Can't even remember if I've ever used that.
Yeah, that's one.
Times New Roman, that's that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, crikey, looks horrible. But it works. So that's your code that that's the code that you're after. I'm happy to put that in a couple of methods now. If you like, not in utils. What should we call it? Go on, you can name it, John, as long as it goes in line with the other stuff. We've got a set column footer, set row font, set column header font. In fact, yeah, the header is blatantly that one. A set row font. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so. Column ID, font, size, bold, so on and so forth.
Has it just been using us? What's its default been? You know what it's been using?
I don't know. No, I should imagine. Maybe
it doesn't look terrible.
No, it's quite acceptable. But I get asked, as I say, about making the font a little larger and so on and so forth. So
yeah.
Column.
Yeah, in Clarion you can set the line height of the row.
Well, you see, that's there's actually a bit of trickery with the enhancer, where it does read the line height and tries to do some recalculations and make it look the same. It's not perfect, but it does try. Okay, so we've got that. As long as we've got a column, it's not going to be what we're looking at here. We want I'll just pinch the code off what we've just done. So this is a header. Direct value. So you can see the internals of it, so it's just the caption I was after. So we will change this in a second to use the new methods, just to prove that they work. But that's just getting one of the other raw objects and passing it to it. So you could then raw objects can be anything. So that would be set column header font. I've just thought that takes a column. Oh, no, we don't.
Yeah, to me that sounds like it should be like almost like a per column thing. Right?
Yeah, which should be quite interesting, but let's just take that back a bit. We're not just having set header font for now. Sorry about that, John.
That's all right.
Set, yeah, that's better. I'll change the parameters of course in a second, so it's just going to be I'll line all them up in a minute before thinking. That's the old CD kicking in. LV font name, LV font size, and of course then you could do all the others like the italics, so on and so forth, underscore. So let's just check that still works.
Can you do things like set the color of a cell?
Oh.
Is that already available? Or?
Yeah, I think that's already available. Yeah. No, we don't need the column. Okay. So we could. In fact, we don't need that. It's just going to go straight to. Wow. Let's have a look at the raise error. The other one was 33. Yeah, let's say it's not. Okay, 43. Really? I'll do the set row. Yeah. So, where do we put the code? Can't remember where I put that. Did we change the caption? We did. Ah. I'll wrap up and do the row one in a minute, but you get the idea. It's going to be a set row.
Right.
So let's just check. Okay. Better look at a variable height on that, but from the header point of view, that's really how you would do it. And I'll do the row one,
nice.
Turn that off, and you'll, it does look better. But in the meantime, rather than hold you up, you want to just grab, and I'll put it in the Skype chat if you like, but that is really the code.
Yeah, pop that in the Skype. Please.
Just do that now so you've got both. So here's one. So, oh, it's not letting me, but okay. There's one.
And then when you're sitting around with nothing else to do, you can pop it into the template too.
The update the template and send it across to you. Yeah, I will do the zip. Although I'll bounce it via my server tomorrow.
Yeah. So you can set the fonts and stuff in the template, right? That's what I was thinking.
Oh, sorry. Yes, in the template. Yes, actually. Yeah. That should just be just like many of the other products. They all have what's the default? What is your default font size, italics, so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't know why report control doesn't
that's what I was
have that.
looking for, and I was like, it's not in the report control.
Yeah, I'm sure the others do.
It's not there.
No, the
They
others
do.
Yeah. To say how old, it's like 10 or 11. Well, yeah, it's a good 9 or 10-year-old. The report control. To say we've never really been pushed on that is a bit of a miracle, to be fair. So, but yes, it will go in. So, okay, well, I'm going to wrap up for now, but we'll actually quickly finish this one off so I don't forget. Update the update history, and I will pop it in the template. Bill, if you are still present, because Bill's waiting for a beta of this. I don't know if Bill's still present. Bill, if you are, I'll do that particular change before sending it, so you will have the very latest, like you've just seen here, so you'll be able to do the font settings as well. Report control is nearing an actual release, so it'll be probably out sometime next week. It won't be this week, but sometime next week. Oh, there was one announcement, John, you missed, and that is we have hired a young apprentice developer. She starts next week. She's not coming to the DEF CON this year because that will be a bit keen, but she's still around in a couple of years, which I really hope so. Then she will make an appearance at some kind of future event. But from the weekly webinar point of view, I won't expose her straight into it. Let's get her trained up first. But there will be another pair of hands to answer the questions, and she'll be using the products just like you guys are. So it'd be nice to have another set of hands. So yes, we've got another developer joined and getting her trained up.
Excellent, good job.
Yeah, quite chuffed. So she shows so much potential. So got high hopes.
Oh, she should still come to CIDC, I think. But
so, I tell you what, we'll see how she goes before then. But I very much doubt it for the first one. So, but yes, okay, right. Well, I'm gonna
jump in the pool. She's got to jump in the pool, Andy. jump in the pool.
Hey, Andy, this is Bill.
Oh, hi, Bill.
I was on with a customer. I apologize. What'd you say? It'd be a while before you send that to me?
All I was saying is we've just covered. We just added one new method, and we're just going to add another one to the report control.
Oh, okay.
To let you basically play about with the font settings. So.
Perfect.
So I might as well wrap them and change the template to prompt. So it might be in the morning before you get that, but you will get it. It's absolutely no problem. But you might as well have the very latest.
Yeah, just shoot me an email and I'll Skype you when I get up or whatever.
Yep, no problem. Yep.
I got tied up with a customer, so I was out of touch there for a few minutes.
No, we'll fire them across to you. Nice, easy methods. Set row font, set header font. And sitting, you've got set. I think there might be a footer one as well. I'll play about. I might as well just wrap 2 or 3 at the same time to make sure you've got all the settings. So
Cool. Thank you.
okie dokie. Right. Until next week, everybody. I think we're done. So good webinar, good attendance. I'm quite sure for that. I shall see you all next week. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Andy. Bye, everybody.
Bye.